In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install fonts on Photoshop using two easy methods, the official Adobe Fonts web method and the manual method for custom fonts on Windows 11. This is super useful if you want to give your designs a fresh look, match a brand style, or simply expand the font options inside Photoshop without wasting time. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more easy software guides. All right, let's jump right in. First, let's go with the most reliable method, which is using Adobe Fonts. This is the easiest option because everything stays synced through your Adobe account, and the fonts are ready to use across Photoshop and other Adobe apps. To start, open Photoshop and look at the top menu bar. Click on Type, and then choose More from Adobe Fonts. Once you click that, your web browser will open automatically and take you to fonts.adobe.com, usually with your Adobe account already signed in. Now that you're on the Adobe Fonts website, you can browse through the available font families or use the search bar to find something specific. If you already know the style you want, search by name. But if not, you can scroll through the categories and preview different options until you find the perfect fit. When you found a font family you like, click on it to open the Font Details page. On the top right corner, you'll see the Add Family button. Click that, and Adobe will activate the font for your account. This is what makes the process so smooth, because you do not need to manually install files or restart Photoshop over and over. After a moment, the font should sync automatically. To make sure everything worked, open your Creative Cloud desktop app. In the top right corner, you should see the F icon for fonts. Click it, and you'll be able to view your active font families, toggle them on or off, and manage everything in one place. This is a great way to confirm the font has synced properly before you try it in Photoshop. Once it's active, go back to Photoshop, open your text tool, and your new font should now appear in the Type drop-down. Now let's move on to the second method, which is installing custom fonts on Windows 11. This is the method you'll use if you downloaded a font file from a website like DaFont or Google Fonts. These fonts usually come in a compressed .zip folder, so the first thing you need to do is locate the downloaded folder in File Explorer. Once you find the .zip file, right-click it and choose Extract All. This will unzip the files and create a normal folder that you can open. Inside that folder, you should see the actual font files, which usually end in .ttf or .otf. These are the files Windows needs in order to install the font correctly. When you find the font file you want, right-click it and choose Install. If you have administrator access, you may also see Install for all users, which is helpful if you want the font available on the whole system. Windows will install it in just a second, and once that's done, you're ready to use it. Now open Photoshop. If Photoshop was already open while you installed the font, you may need to restart it so the new font appears in the list. Once Photoshop is open again, click the Type tool, go to the Font drop-down, and look for your new font. It should now be waiting there for you, ready to use in your design. If you do not see it right away, double-check that the file installed correctly and make sure you're looking in the right font family name. Some fonts have multiple styles, like regular, bold, or italic, so they may appear grouped together under one family name. That's completely normal. So to quickly recap, if you want the safest and smoothest method, use Adobe Fonts through Photoshop and Creative Cloud. If you have a custom font file on Windows 11, just extract it, install it, and restart Photoshop if needed. Both methods are easy once you know where to click. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next Photoshop tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.